Hi, Pastor Rebekah here today. I'm trying to get in a place where you can see me and still see the table. And it's Make It Monday. And one of the things that I love to do is I love collecting scraps. And I especially like things like crepe paper or tissue paper because I think they make such a nice medium. And scraps are just good for anything. And I would just encourage you that in this time of COVID, as we are trying to make the best out of our life, that don't throw away scraps. Don't throw away COVID and say this year is a bust, because it's not. I don't know about you, but I had looked forward to the year 2020. I had thought 2020 was going to be a good year because just the idea of 2020, you clear vision. And now 2020 almost feels like something you don't want to talk about. And that's a lie from the pit of hell, because Jesus says that he's come to give us life and life abundantly, and Satan's come to steal. So you know what? He doesn't get to steal my joy. How about yours? So toilet paper rolls. What I have decided to do today is just show you some things that you can do with glue and scraps. Now, I am using scraps of tissue paper. If you don't have scraps, you can go down to the dollar store and get a sorted bundle for $1. And you will have, if you cut up squares, that can be one of your first activities, you will have scraps forever. So don't even do them all. So the idea is you're going to need a paintbrush, some glue, something to put your glue in, and things. Anything really. So I've got several things. I've got toilet paper rolls. I've got an empty bottle. I actually found some styrofoam that was sitting in something that someone just gave me a really cool present, and there was some styrofoam and a paper plate. And and a little candle thing. So we're going to start with the candle thing. So what you do, and next time, I just want you to know, next Monday, we're going to try something super cool. I'm actually going to try it when we're done today, because it will need to dry. And then next week, it's going to be super cool. So what you do is you paint with glue. It's kind of like Mod Podge, but it's just Elmer's glue. And you paint the entire thing that you want to cover with glue. Kids, parents, this is really easy for little kids, because honestly, as long as you don't mind them painting a little bit of you, there's nothing they can mess up. And then you just, I don't know if you can see, you just start applying your crepe paper. Now, this is where you're going to want to keep gluing on, because once you get like layers, you're going to need a little more glue just to do the edges of layers. And I remember when I was a kid, I did this a lot. This kind of turns into mosaic. And I thought I brought a cross. I did. A lot of times I do this at Easter time, because it makes me think of, stained glass window, that kind of thing. Now, it is the end of August. We're coming into September. So September, October, November, December. We have 4 months until Christmas. Now, I know you're like, Rebekah, Pastor Rebekah, you could have talked the rest of your life without saying that. Well, that's true. But here's the scoop. How many times do you hit, be honest with me, do you hit like December 10th? And you want to get something for maybe a grandparent or a teacher, and you think, I really want to do something special for a grandparent or a teacher. Well, by the time you finish doing your Christmas programs, I've decided to do something. I'm going to take the red and the yellow off, and I am just going with purple on this. I have a friend who really likes purple, and I'm going to go with just purple. That purple is looking so pretty, and so I'm going to do all purple and pinks. That just seems pretty to me. And see, that's what's fun about stuff like this. You can make decisions and, you know, be just creative. Now, last week I had the girls with me. I don't know if you remember. And, oh, I've just been watching them as they create and have fun creating. And we just got to the point where I had to be home last week for a little bit of quarantine based on some exposure that I had. And we just had the craft table open all the time. And, oh, when it comes to tissue paper, I'm just telling you, sometimes if you double layer, you're going to get a darker color. And then what's so cool about candles is this will illuminate the candles. But what I was starting to say is, why don't you, during this COVID time and your little extra stay-at-home time, why not sit down and make a list of homemade gifts you want to make? Now, I'm using a pre-planned little candle here. That's all, you know, it was already a candle. But the bottom line is, you can use baby food jars. You can use cans for candles, anything. And I love candles. So anytime I get a candle, I'm a happy camper. And the cool part about this is, like I said, it's very little effort. As you can see, I'm almost done. Very little effort. And it really looks, you know, it's homemade, and it's just a really special gift. So how about if you and your kiddos sit down, make a list of grandparents and aunts and uncles that they would like to make something for, and start ticking off your list. Get a little box, even make your box pretty, like your Christmas gift box. Make that pretty, and start ticking off your list. And so when Christmas comes, lo and behold, look at that. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Now this is going to grow dry, shiny, and then it'll be able to glow through for Christmas. Well, this isn't Christmas. This is for my sister-in-law's bathroom because she has purple. So there you go. Very, very easy. All you need is glue, paintbrush, tissue paper, and then some items. Now, look at this. I decided that we could do this. When I was a little girl, I think I'm gonna do this next time. When I was a little girl, we would do masking tape and shoe polish. But one thing that I think that we've forgotten, it's so funny, we're in a recycle stage. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'm going to show you. We're in a recycle stage, and yet the dollar store has made it so that we tend to go to the dollar store before we go to the recycle, you know, our own recycle bin. And so when I was little, we took jars all the time, you know, bottles and things that we were using, repurposed them, and then put flowers in them. So this, if you have one of these, you could very easily make it and then put some daisies in it. Or I love zinnias, and I grow zinnias, and zinnias are such nice cut flowers. And so I like putting cut flowers in vases. And even sometimes my husband gives me a lot of flowers. He's a really good husband, and he gives me a lot of flowers. And so what the thought is sometimes what I do is I take the flowers he gives me and I separate them and make 2 bouquets instead of 1. So there you go. You can just completely cover a bottle. Now, Easter, of course, we do crosses a lot, but crosses are good for any time. And so I'm going to do this cross, and this cross is so much fun to do. Again, you just do some glue, and then you start putting the different mosaic pieces on it. And it just turns out so pretty. And once you glue them on and stick them on, then you're going to want to glue on top to give it a shine. Now, why did I bring these? Because I thought these could make little coasters. And so, if you're going to make little coasters, let's make our little coasters pretty, right? So I am doing the same concept here. This time I'm going to do pink because I like pink. And I'm going to do pink. And again, it's just something your kids can do. Passes the time of day. And remember, think presents now. Don't wait until Christmas. Make your list. Last night I was baking and it made me think. Last year, I don't think I made a single holiday cookie. And my husband really likes this one. It's called the 7-layer bars. And so this year I want to make sure I do it. But you know, I can do it now. I don't have to wait till Christmas. So there, look at that. Look how pretty that is. And remember, you can always make paper towel rolls pretty. And if you remember, I love to use toilet paper, excuse me. I love to use these for, do you remember? Yes, napkin holders. Now, right now, I've got just pastel colors, but you might be able to buy fall colors. Now, let me tell you one more thing about this. It doesn't have to be tissue paper. You could cut up newspaper. Oh, I really think we should do that next time. What do you think? Oh, I do. I think newspaper would be so pretty. And, oh, yes. And, you know, we all need some good news, right? Our series right now is about good news. So hopefully you're having fun today. Did you notice how bad my fingernails are? I haven't been shopping lately, and so I don't have any nail polish remover. But tonight I'm picking some up. I've already got it on my list. Oh, there we go. So I hope you had fun today. Remember, it's not too soon to think of Christmas. So begin, and the Mod Podge idea is such a great idea because you can just about Mod Podge on anything. Now, my daughter, her teachers would take pictures and then they would Mod Podge their pictures on coasters or little pieces of wood. And I'm telling you, I still have them and I love them. So enjoy Make It Monday. Show me your creations. I would love to know what you've done. And just please know that we love you and we think you're amazing. And we're just glad you're a part of DGT Kids. And I really, really hope that you can communicate with me in any way that I can help. If you have a craft idea that you think is really cool and you want to take a video of it and send it to me, hey, we'll incorporate it and Make It Monday. Because this is about you. This is about me. And we're making it through COVID and beyond. God has called us to be a community, and you're a part of my community, and I'm glad you are. So, paint on.